notes that, not to put not diapers, but like, heavy paper toweling and stuff and grease and everything down the, down the sewers. But anyway, but it also is this, this pipe we've gotten, like, South Florida, we have 2 different bids on it. So one bid is lower, it's about maybe in the area of $4,000 to $5,000, and the other bid is for $10,000. So we're trying to take the lower bid. It has to be all dug up all the way out to the I guess the sidewalk, and then it would have to be all replaced in. And then hopefully when that being done, that being the case, that hopefully that being the case, it will take care of the problem.
You're not going to be able to put a tree there until that's done, right?
Oh no, yeah, absolutely not. Oh God, no. Oh now.
In other words, you don't have to dig up our parking lot, right?
Oh no, I hope not. Okay. Dear God, please. No, I don't believe so. Now the interior stairwell, the doors on the all of the doors and the exit doors and the doors that are under the stairs and all the way, all those doors need to be, and the laundry room floors, all those have to be repainted and freshened up and over the summer, and and that would be that's around $2,000. Then the decorative brick. Now, Bud was kind enough to make a counting for us. I think you got up to about 400 or so of those decorative bricks.
I forgot the count, but something like that.
And it's the white bricks that the wind comes through, and because of the settling of the building, the ends have cracked, and so we were fortunate. For a while, we couldn't even find the brick. Then we found the brick, and we have to get a second source. But people had given us prices like $75 a brick to replace it, and all of this. But now, in the meantime, we have a gentleman who said he would, he'll have to do this like in over the year. We'll get these together like in groups in increments of say 75 to 100, because he has to hire like 2 other guys. One guy has to hold it, one has to put the stuff in. It's a big loud noise. He's starting to replace a group. We've got to see if he can do it first of all. But he's a very he's a good what do you call it? He's a bricklayer, mason. Sorry, yeah. And he's the fellow who's prepared our bricks walks out there and stuff. And pardon me, but this is this would cost upwards of $30,000. But it has to be done. If it doesn't get done sooner, they'll just start falling out. In many cases, they have fallen out, which could be which created damage. Now it's not structural; it is aesthetic. So but it's just that you couldn't walk by. If the whole section fell out, it would be kind of dangerous to walk by it. And not to change, I myself personally don't want to change the look of the outside. I like the look of that outside of the building with the white, white brick. I think it's very
pretty. The garbage truck comes out and hits it on the wall. Is that the piece you're talking about? Those white?
No, these are on the building.
No, the bricks. Think about the white bricks that the air comes through.
Connecting the buildings.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, those. So and those are
$30,000, you think?
Yes.
Or can you stretch that over a year or so you can sort of not kill us at all one time for that?
Well, just that's the issue of the. And then we also have a projected shortfall in our budget, and that comes to $24,000, which is about $2,000 a month. And we just went through this at the other meeting when Richard came on board, and he and his friend Jack is a CPA, and they have together taken the budget and gone over it line by line, going ahead and projected it, and they've analyzed what we've paid out, what we have coming in, line by line. And that, if you think the $24,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it's $2,000 a month. And in today's marketplace, that's not the end of the world. But I was kind of surprised because we really, we had just raised everything with all the things that have gone up. But just so you'll know, that's what they came to. And so, rather than having a shortfall, so the projected shortfall by the end of the year would be $24,000. So, in taking into consideration all of those things that we have just talked about, it comes to $95,000, which would be $416 a building over an apartment, approximately.
How much again, please?
$416 approximately, over 2 months. What do you say?
2 months.
5%. You know that all of the parties that you renew, we have a grid that there are 14 different levels of ownership. Some people have slightly larger apartments, some have 2 bedrooms, some have 2 bedroom, 1 bath, that kind of. So it's all it goes on a grid. And that's that's how they arrive at what each particular department pays. And this would be a two-payment assessment.
Of a total around 400?
Around 400.
And how much is the club?
The club comes to us, comes to $100.
So you're talking $500 total to You know, if you really want to delay, for instance, the dryers, you know, if you prioritize what has to be done, I would say that the Chattahoochee or the hallway, that kind of stuff, you know, the sewer, that's got to be done. These are necessary things, and the roof over here. But some of the others, like the dryers, honest to goodness, you know, I'm not kidding you, Nancy.
That's right, I live there too. I never see it. I never see it.
We don't see the need. I wouldn't spend $2 for a dryer in that place, honest. We don't need it.
Why not start with one, and then as you get money accumulated, put another one?
Budget it for next
Budget
year.
it in a little bit at a time.
I mean, 3.
Why can't you do
6,000.
that?
No, he's saying his price is for the group, but budget it for
You need to go lower and get 3.
Why can't we do one?
because his price is
Just
for
give
the
me,
group.
I'm sorry, just give me one second, sir.
His price is for the group, all six.
About the doors and
Price.
stairwell.
Right.
My meeting is right here, stairwell door, and are they gonna do anything about the door that slams shut? Because sometimes I'll be sitting there and literally like, and check the wall. Are they gonna put,
They slam, you have to tell me where the door is, and we'll have Steve fix it for you.
particularly the first floor one, I can hear it, in Bristol.
You mean the interior stairwell
Yeah.
door? Okay.
Even have somebody-
And what level is it?
First level.
First floor?
Yeah, that was particularly bad.
I'm sorry, you saying Bristol?
Yeah. Yeah, all it needs all it needs is like those little,
He,
thing, spring in the back of
That
it.
makes-
That little thing that goes, keeps
yeah,
the door closed.
Steve just
Yeah.
put a whole lot of those about, but
Yeah.
let me just, the first floor you're saying in
Yeah,
Bristol?
because somebody made like a homemade sign saying, "Please do not slam." It got that.
Oh, and I see.
bad, yeah, but
All
it,
right.
sometimes it just like shakes you up, because especially if you're right near the door.
Right, you're right there, you're by that apartment right down below is where you get it, yeah, you hear that, okay.
Well, it sounds like it's all necessary.
Sorry.
Absolutely, I don't think it's enough. Nancy, you had mentioned that people were not paying their assessments.
Correct. Not assessments, they're maintenance.
Well, their maintenance, I'm sorry.
Right.
I noticed last year that you folks wrote off $3,300. Is there some reason why there was not a lien placed on their apartments?
That wasn't an apartment. That wasn't written off as an apartment.
I'm going by the audited, you brought it up, so I want to ask the question.
Right.
I'm looking at the audited financial statement, and it says bad debt, $3,314. So that has to be people's maintenance.
No, it's not.
Foreclosure?
No.
Are there 9 foreclosures I heard?
No.
So,
It's one,
oh, just one?
one foreclosure. It's the same foreclosure that's been going on for a number of months, just one.
Where is that?
It's over in Bristol.
Okay, well, one apartment in Bristol is not $3,314.
No, it's not, and I'll have to look it up, Tony, because it's not. We didn't, actually, it's a term that the auditor came up with. There really is no bad debt. It's something they did not have a classification to put something under. So
Well-
I have to figure out what, and offhand right now,
Okay.
I can't tell you what it is, but I'll find out and I will tell you.
All right, and
It's
there's
got
also
even a-
$7,000 owing as of 12/31. $7,000 in change in receivables, like people have not paid their maintenance.
That's
Oh, probably right.
That's probably
12/31. I'll have to, and what
Well,
is it,
I'm assuming the
7,000?
audited is right.
No, you're probably absolutely correct.
Okay. Where are we with collections now?
My bailiwick.
Good. I'm glad, somebody who can give me a good answer.
We started off on the 10th with about $10,600 in revenues that we haven't collected. We're down to about $4,600 at the current moment. This morning I put 6 people into collection.
That's the answer. And we have a positive bank balance?
For a balance of about $1,700.
Send them notices prior.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, I just wanted to mention the one thing about the stuff out here that you're gonna do, the stamping. does get like I noticed, because you did it where I live, at Heather, it chips the paint a lot, so just so you guys know, it's
If
gonna
it
be
needs to get,
redone.
it has to get, they have to come back and fix it, it's guaranteed for 10 years.
I don't know what these attention.
Wait a minute.
Bring the garbage cans over that stuff, that's
Right.
gonna really.
Yeah, it does chip a lot.
Maybe we could do
Well,
something a little
finish.
sturdier with, in other words, maybe put a coating on it where the garbage cans are, so it's a little more.
That's why the design that we're picking out is small.
Oh, okay.
You said you're about 24,000 shortfall the general budget.
Right.
Actually, if you take a look at deficiencies of revenue over expenses, it's $27,524,
Okay.
of which we can narrow that down a bit because depreciation doesn't cost us squat. So we're looking at probably in the vicinity of about 26,000.
Okay, I'll go with that. Let me ask you this question. As of 12/31, there were liabilities of 95,000. There's a shortage of fund balance of 57,000. So I don't see how 24,000 is going to cover. Where are you with as far as the bills? Now, Craig just mentioned something, but I'm trying to, because I don't think 24, not that I think, it's certainly, if you do math, it's certainly not going to cover. And you were using prepaid assessments, and you still had a bank overdraft as of 12/31.
No, not a bank overdraft.
In the $332? No, wait a minute. What page?
I am on the balance sheet. It says liabilities, bank overdraft. That means that you're writing more checks than you have money for. No, that's not what that means? I tell you, want me to show it to you? It looks like page 2 to me. Well, I don't know, however they're doing it. Balance sheet.
You need the $381?
There you go. What is a bank overdraft? Maybe I don't know what that is.
I don't know what they're calling it, but I'm probably guessing that this is the charge that they charge Middle River Club to deposit every check that goes into the checking account.
Well, that sounds like a guess to me. I'll tell you what it is. It is that a bank overdraft for River Shores, I'm talking River Shores now, says to me that they are writing more checks than they have money in the account for. And if you look at the cash flow statement, that will also verify bank overdraft year end. It has nothing to do with Middle River Club. But okay, that was a good guess.
Wait, excuse me, how much, you saying River Shores, Tony, what is the amount? So I'll know.
Well, we're looking at the balance sheet because I'm really questioning your 24,000 because I'm trying to help you, seriously. It's not enough. Your bills, you were using prepaid assessments of almost 13,000 and you still had a bank overdraft. Prepaid meaning what people paid in 2004. You're using 2004 money for 2005 money and you're using it in 2004.
You know that,
this is what it's
I
reading.
understand, but tell me what the amount is that you're talking about, 300 and something?
Liabilities, bank overdraft, 381, accounts payable, 59,000. It all adds up to 94,000 with a fund deficit balance of 57,000.
What was the auditor's note in the back, in the explanation? It must have been an auditor's note.
Well, with regard to?
Whatever, if there's a...
The only note was about the loan, which I'm sorry that some of these names, it doesn't really matter, was the note payable, the 12,000, which